السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله واحد الأحد الفرد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد، والصلاة والسلام الأتمان الأكملان على خير خلقه أجمعين وبعد. Alhamdulillah, we are on the 19th episode of our series Ramadan Bootcamp. This 19th episode, they focus on one of the most interesting topic where people want to know now, when are the Zakahtul Fitr. But in this 19th episode, we will discuss about the wisdom, the obligation and the wisdom of this command. We know in the hadith where they inside Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu narrates the hadith when it comes to the obligation of Zakatul Fitr. He said, "Farad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam Zakatul Fitr." He said, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he don't make the payments of Zakatul Fitr an obligation upon the Ummah. We know Islam usually we get two instructions, two ways the way instructions in the come. Instructions can come to we from Allah, whether they in the form of the Quran. Instructions they come to we from the Hadith, where they come up from Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So these are the two lawgivers. If Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam they instruct we, by way you look at him, Allah they instruct we, because Almighty Allah tell we say anything we Prophet tell we, man atakum rasul fakhuduhu, anything we Prophet instructs we for Allah. So Prophet in instruction for obey him, and Allah they repeatedly they tell we in the Quran, ati Allah wa ati Rasul. Allah say let we obey in Allah and let we obey the messenger. And other hadith, the other ayat then in the Quran, we Almighty Allah they tell we say, man yuti'illah wa Rasul. If you want to obey Allah, you get to obey the messenger, or if you obey the messenger, then you don't obey Allah. And the obedience to Allah, you know for all reservation for say I do obey Allah on this aspect, I know obey him on this other aspect. And similarly, the messenger now are the only one we will all for obey 100%. When it comes to the sheikhs them, the imam them, waiting and they tell we obey them, because Allah says further, wa ulil amri minkum. So the people of knowledge, the people Allah put in charge, we only they obey them where the obedience is in line with Almighty Allah obedience. So the reason we could spend time for specify this, for state this clear, we'll get a strange set of Muslims where any instruction will come up from the messenger, then they say they're not obliged for obey that command. And Almighty Allah, and I make again we tell the people, if you disobey the messenger, or you choose forget reservation on obeying the messenger, or you choose not for obey the messenger, you say about na perfect talk. And you see the prophets like na immortal man like you, no say you know they're not the same rank. Because the shahada by simply testifying, by the testification of faith, if you talk, you believe him in your heart, and you really true in that iman where they profess, then what we can talk is ashhadu, where they testify for say Allah ilaha illallah, no God no day but Allah. But no they stop there. We also they say washhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. They testify say the Prophet Muhammad now Almighty Allah is slave, but now a messenger. So him being the messenger, it means now him come for teach we, now him come for tell we, waiting for do, from waiting not for do. So we continue on the hadith. So Ibn Umar they tell we in the hadith there inside Bukhari and Muslim for say farad Rasulullah. The Prophet says if now make this farad. Prophet get right for make something farad because Allah now give him the ability for legislate inside the religion. So when they legislate on behalf of Allah. So we don't know now say for pay Zakatul Fitr na wajib na farad. In Islam, in fiqh, usul al-fiqh, scholars them can put all rulings into 5. When we call them ahkamu taklifiyya, where all rulings then they put them in 5 categories. The most strongest one of them na fard, we can call wajib. Another can be haram. We get others can be mawdu or sunnah. We get others can be makruh. Then we get others can be mubah, where basically permissible. For let something reach the level of fard. Now if you read the wording in the hadith, the Sahaba say farad Rasulullah. Prophets don't make this fard, they don't make a wajib. So according to majority of the scholars, they are imma them, they say wajib and fard not the same, except Imam Abu Hanifa, where in madhab then try for distinguish wajib from fard. But all the other scholars and major scholars, them later scholars, them of the Ummah, agree say wajib and fard not the same. I haven't said this, so we don't establish for say forgive zakatul fitr. Basically, the Prophet make and fard. So somebody can ask in a nutshell, what are the ruling for pay zakatul fitr? Zakatul fitr, because something can be fard, but in one of the two, we get fardu ayn, we get fardu kifaya. What do we mean by this? Fardu ayn na individual obligation, all man for dua. Fardu kifaya na communal obligation. If one person don't do them, the responsibility they come up from the other members of the society. Example of act of worship when a fardu kifaya, the adhan. We time reach for prayer, we one person call prayer, we all can pray with the adhan day within that community. So if I give example, like within a house, if one person take broom sweep, all my way then at the house, we are not get for worry again for sweep, because that one person we don't sweep, we are all able for benefits from his sweep we sweep. So okay, ready for prayer, we they make the adhan, they stand fardu ayn, we they fardu kifaya, sorry. Now communion obligation, we they make the iqama. One person and can pin the iqama, we are the muadhin, we all they pray with that iqama, especially if they pray with the jama'ah. So this are things they will get for take note of. So when it comes to the giving zakatul fitr, this na fardu ayn, individual obligation, just like the wudu, na individual obligation. Somebody need to make ablution for you. All man they make ablution for himself if you want for prayer. So similarly, forgive zakatul fitr, all man forgive zakatul fitr. This is an individual obligation. As long as you're a Muslim, you fast to, you not fast to, you forgive zakatul fitr. Somebody go and ask, what are the wisdom behind this obligation? All my imagine picking where them born today. If them born the picking today, then they give zakatul fitr for them. As long as they born them before the Eid, then they give zakatul fitr for them. That small picking will not keep fast. The whole 1 or 2 years, they creep, you don't know nothing about Ramadan, about fasting. Then they also pay zakatul fitr for them. So what are the wisdom behind this obligation? Almighty Allah, in a command, for let we do anything except wisdom did it. And sometimes Allah can tell we wisdom if you want to make things easy for we, or you want to let we benefit from the wisdom. Sometimes then the Almighty Allah can choose not to tell we the wisdom. Like when Allah command for fast, He say la'allakum tattaqun. He tell we the wisdom. Other time then Allah they command we for do certain things then, and they tell we the wisdom. And as Muslims, we no need for wait for the wisdom for obey Almighty Allah instruction, because the fact we know say Almighty Allah al-Hakim, na wise God, it means in any command we for do anything except wisdom did it. Then Almighty Allah al-Alim, now the most knowledgeable God, anything we tell we for do knowledge did it. Sometimes we knowledge, the limitation to we knowledge can make we not able for see sense in what Allah command we, but as believers now make we get iman, we trust Allah in wisdom and we trust Allah in knowledge. Even if the thing don't make sense to we no say wisdom did it. So somebody go on for ask, hey, that small people they just born, why forgive zakatul fitr? Well, wisdom, the wisdom they do, you know they do. We know the wisdom, we don't know the wisdom. What's Almighty Allah and I say for du'a, sami'na wa ata'na. This will be the approach or the attitude of the Muslim. So when it comes to the wisdom, what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned in the hadith, he said, "Tuhrata lis-sa'imin min lagwi wa ghafath." The wisdom behind giving zakatul fitr for the one where they fast. Now the Prophet tied the wisdom for the one where they fast, but he not give it the wisdom for the one we know they fast. But by extension, if we look at this statement, we're able to foresee the wisdom even for the one we know they fast. So the Prophet say, "Tuhrata lis-sa'imin." The zakatul fitr, it purify the person who fast by fast. You know, usually when they fast, the instruction for fast, na for we al-imsak, the definition of fasting, na for somebody restrain himself, you avoid certain things there, you avoid food and drink, and you avoid other things them like sexual relation. But again, fasting it go beyond just these three. Where other things they will also avoid, like for lie, for backbites, for kungusa somebody, for make deep unnecessary argument, for thief, for we get other things they will can do we sinful. Where all they were for avoid, we will fast. And I made the Prophet tell me in the hadith for say, Rubba Swa'im. Laysa lahu min siyam illa ju. Some people say they fast, nothing other way they gain by fasting except they're angry, because till then the fasting for let we able to forget the reward, it is beyond just avoiding, then they say things and for avoid other things then. But you know the mortal man, Almighty Allah tell we say, wa khuliqa al-insana dha'ifa. Mortal man weak. in as much as we can strive for avoid, sometimes weakness can make commit certain sin there. Some sin then they will commit, they will fast. We even know they realize they don't commit the sin then. The example like for talk about person. Sometimes you did fast, you did talk about person. You don't even know, you're not conscious. You don't talk about that. The next day you don't even know. So the essence of Zakahtul Fitr, now for purify we fast. You remember who can pray? But they try to do the prayer to the best of our ability. Any mistake we make, if not from the arkan and wajibat, the pillars or the obligatory aspect of prayer, will ensure say we correct them. But some mistakes they do per prayer, we not even the conscious of. So the moment the prayer done, they know when the Muslim as the prayer done, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, then the Muslim grab, you jump, you go and do other things. They want the moment the prayer done, based on the sunnah, of course the prayer done. But based on the sunnah, we get adhkar ba'da salah. Dhikr the way they do, how the prayer done. Well, you don't even ask yourself, putting out the wisdom behind the adhkar then they. And the first dhikr they make, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Why would they say this? Because in as much as we don't try our best for perform the prayer correctly, to the way Allah ask we for dua, to the way Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam teach we for dua, it's possible that you do mistake because you're a mortal man. So as a result of we imperfection, when they say the istighfar at the end of the prayer, for tell God say, Allah, we don't pray, we don't try, we level best for do the prayer to the way you ask me for dua, to the way the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam teach we for dua. But we're not mortal man, them we're not perfect. Maybe by trying to fulfill this act of worship, I don't do mistake with me, even me as mortal man, I'm not conscious of. So Allah, in case any mistake they are forgive me. So basically, this is not just a precaution for the mistakes they all mind to do, all not even conscious of. Similarly, now the same thing when it comes to Zakatul Fitr. The wisdom is, so the one way fast, they pull is Zakatul Fitr. Why? Because of maybe whilst we fast, we don't talk to them, we're not supposed to talk. Or we don't misbehave. Some misbehavior then they make all the fast, we're not even conscious of them, but maybe it don't bring Almighty Allah vexation or Allah go frown at the fast. So zakah usually now for purify something, zakatul mal. If you give zakah for your money, it purify your money. So this na zakatul fitr. When they give this zakah for purify or fasting, we don't fast. So let Allah accept the fast like the way we don't do them. We ask Allah for give you the chance for let we able forgive Zakatul Fitr. One for end the episode for say when they say Zakatul Fitr, this night charity will they give for the break of the fast when are the Eid al-Fitr. Inshallah ta'ala, now join me in the next episode for no more about the Zakatul Fitr.
My brothers and sisters, it's your brother Umar Isa here. Watch hundreds of high quality produced Islamic reminders from Halal Promo Network, drama learning videos,
Quran learning videos,
updates of Islamic events in Sierra Leone, stories of the prophets, may peace be upon them all, and much more. 2 new video uploads weekly, inshallah. Halal Promo Network is 100% run and owned by Muslims in Sierra Leone,
which means the small amount you pay for your subscription is a sadaqah jariyah, continuous charity for you, as we use the funds raised to continue producing more beneficial videos and reminders, inshallah. Watch or listen to lectures and lessons while you work, rest, or drive.
Help Halal Promo Network to build the first Islamic TV station in Sierra Leone, inshallah.
May Allah reward you for supporting our work.
Assalamu alaikum.